They've given up. They've bought into this whole rhetoric that the problem isn't them, it's women. Women are evil. No, women won't give me a chance. Let's make something very clear here, which is painfully obvious just based on what's out there, that as much as you men act like you can't find a good woman, no, there are plenty of good women. What y'all need to be content with and confess is the fact that you don't want to be a traditional man. You don't want to go out there and work, especially in this day and age. You don't want to go out there and work and bring home money and work 8 jobs and just take care of the family and put and have all the bills on you like back. Y'all don't want that. What you want is sex. That's what you want. You want access to a woman's body. You claim you want a relationship. You claim you want this and that, but you are not willing to do what it takes. And not every woman has the same standard. Honestly, some women just want you to be there. And a lot of times you guys can't even do that. You just want. When the harsh reality is, women are a top priority, women and children. Why are you saying the whole saying women and children first? It's because they are priority, because life must continue. And that's a woman's real responsibility, really, to be that feminine energy to everyone. And that's why I'm just going to get into, because I don't want this video to be too long, about the different roles. And I feel like I'm actually going to make a different video for that. I just wanted to break the ice to my channel. I have another video, but this one I just wanted to address. But a woman has more abilities and responsibilities than just being a mother. She is a nurturer. She's the feminine energy. She's a protector of animals, the giver of life, the nurturer, the guardian of the planet, the earth. There are so many roles to a woman. Granted, motherhood is a very challenging role, and we appreciate all the women who decide to take that challenge up in this lifetime. But I also applaud the women who did not have children, either by choice or just because it wasn't written in the cards for them. Clearly, you are a different type of nurturer. You're a wonderful aunt. You're a wonderful sister, a wonderful daughter. You're a lover of animals. You nourish. You protect the earth. You protect the sky. You teach. You're a companion. There are different responsibilities for a woman. And at no point should any of you women listen to the negative rhetoric, especially in these manosphere spaces that, like I said, I'll say it again, I'm so glad that that's dying out, because what happens is, if you buy into that as a woman, you start basing your existence on male validation, what they think is important about a woman. And then what's so sad is you can't even really base it off of just these manosphere platforms, because they've become entertainment. And when something is entertainment, you don't absorb it the same way. It's just entertainment. And that's what they've become. But unfortunately, some men, especially young men, not necessarily the older ones, the older men just scoff at it and just, but the younger ones that are impressionable, that are feeling this male depression sweeping the world, will absorb it and get a false sense of self. And again, women aren't arguing with y'all. Women aren't coming on your platforms debating about what you feel and what you believe. Life will show you. Because as you can see, women are out here, they are happy. And don't base it off of the people who actually call in to these platforms who claim that they're depressed because they don't have a man. No, your depression. No, those women call into these shows to validate their misconception about themselves and how they benefit society and how they are supposed to live their life. And so what they do is they find themselves depressed and they call into these shows and affirm their depression and say, yeah, it's because I don't have this and that. Let me tell you something. If you can't be content with yourself, you don't need to try to find anyone. You don't need to try to validate your existence by having, quote unquote, someone. Because honestly, if you can't find confidence in yourself as a woman by yourself, you cannot handle a man. Because men in this day and age takes extreme emotional maturity to be with. And there's more to come on that too. So much research. And I implore you, women, stop listening to these podcasts. And I'm speaking to the Black community when I say this, especially these podcasts by Black people who claim to be relationship gurus. Okay? Because as you can see, our community is struggling with relationships, with building families, keeping men in the home, women, Black women, upholding the fact that y'all are the prototype of beauty. Y'all are the standard. Okay? And so it's clear based on the fact that there are $1 million industries for products and things that are not supporting who you truly are. It's clear that there's identity crisis there. So yeah, lay off the podcast, okay? All right, read books. Read books. All right? Read books written by, and you know what? I'm not going to make this too long because I'm going to go into another video on that. Like I said, break the ice video. But don't listen to these podcasts. All right? Because more often than not, they're not leading by example. They're talking about things for views. They're doing things for views to sell things. And so they'll say and do whatever it takes to do that. They're not speaking from a standpoint where they truly, truly, truly believe that what they're saying is going to help you. They are essentially entertainment. Rarely do you see people calling into these shows and be like, oh, you help me. Usually those are just, people who want to pump the people they watch up, just to make them feel good and just to be fans. And that's just the beginning of my opinion on that. And again, it's my opinion, it's my observation. And there's really nothing metaphysical about this. I have much more to come, especially too. I have a few books that I'm trying to write in the foreseeable future and will, because I am Seshat. There's so much information I have. But I have to also get past my own fears of just being seen and spreading the wisdom that I have. Metaphysics. And like I said, this video is not necessarily metaphysics. You want to stay tuned because there are a lot of secrets in this world that now clearly it's time to share. And it'll help you understand things better, why things are happening the way it is, and why, as much as the hype is about, oh, you're under this control, you're under mind control, you're under this, you're under that, everybody is to an extent. But only a few has broken like the minimal mind control to be advanced. I'm going to explain the galactic libraries. I'm going to explain what it really means to see 12, 12, 11, 11, whatever. And I'm going to go through a lot of things as they come. I was advised to, you know, talk about things that people are talking about and it'll bring people to your channel. No, no. I'm going to put the information out there, and those who want it, have at it. Those who don't, oh well. And so, like I said, I wanted to make this 15 minutes. I'm over 5 minutes. I'm going to stop here. Continue to tune in to Seshat's Wisdom. Go to seshatswisdom.com and view the universal laws. Also, too, I do offer astrological astrology charts, which I believe everyone should have one done so that they can move a bit smoother in this lifetime if they choose to pass on. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for allowing me to share Seshat's wisdom.